Hey there, everyone. Dr. Beth Westy here. I'm gonna clear out some of this stuff because I realized this is just gonna get messy as I talk about this. I just got done doing an intro call for the next 12-week group that we are doing, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited about this. Everybody had such amazing questions and a lot of good insight on like learning new things and being open to this new process. When we get started with something different, and I titled this as like, what diet is right for me? Because oftentimes we're looking for something like, okay, what's right for me? I have this going on, I have that going on. Maybe you're somebody with PCOS, maybe you're somebody who has fibroids, maybe you have thyroid issues. Maybe you just have a lot of stress in your life and you've tried a ton of things and you're not sure what to do next because nothing's working, right? So it can be really, really frustrating to feel like, yeah, I'm doing all these things, I've done all these things, and none of this stuff has friggin' worked. What do I do next, right? This is where I always start with looking at your hormones and your cycle and starting to work with your body. This is not even a restrictive thing. This is not even a, like, oh, cut these things out, or make sure you don't do this, or wah. No, yeah, just start working with your system, with your body. If you're like, I don't know where my hormones are at, or what do I do? This is why we do Dutch test. So if you are interested in moving forward with something, you want to get more, testing done in your system, gut testing, Dutch testing. These are things that I do in the one-to-one program that I have because 12-week is full. 12-week is full. It fills in about 24 hours. And I only save slots for those women who are on the list and have already communicated because they're waiting for like a Dutch result. So other than that, the list is full. This is the way to work with me in the one-to-one program here. Really dive into what your body and system needs. It gives a whole different result. It gives a whole different perspective on things. Actually figuring out what your system needs. Actually figuring out where your hormones are at and how to move forward from there. Some of the most common things that I hear from women, they're like, am I allowed to have a banana? What do I do when we go out to eat or go to somebody's house for dinner? And I'm like, eat the banana. Eat the dinner, We're so often like forced into these like really restrictive, like exclusive things. This is how you could eat, only this way. And if you do anything that's off of this list, you're ruining it. Well, then that's not a helpful list. If you can't follow that list on a regular basis, then it's not the right list for you. And so many women, we're trying to force ourselves to do these things that aren't right for our systems and our bodies. Why? Why do we do this? Why is it set up like this? That is a whole rabbit hole to go down. Because the system was not set up for us. Nobody took into account our hormones. Still, people don't take into account our hormones and how our body works and functions. Yeah. I'm going to be speaking out a lot more on these parts of it about how our entire health system is not set up for us to succeed. And it trickles, and it's the same thing. Our nutrition, our exercise recommendations, everything else is included in that. It's not set up for us. It doesn't acknowledge the different bodies we have throughout the month. It doesn't acknowledge what your hormone system does. It doesn't acknowledge the fact that women's bodies respond to stress differently than the male body, that our bodies will store fat like that. So if you are under a lot of stress, and you have gained some weight and you're thinking, gosh, I just need to eat less. I just need to move more. It's just about calories. That's crap. That's not actually based on human physiology and female physiology because of how the female body responds to cortisol and stress. And anybody, and I don't care what type of doctor they are, and I'm going to use air quotes because I have had conversations with other physicians on these things, and they'll spit out quotes and other facts and things and quote research, and that's great and that can be true, but look at the research. Was the research done on men? Then it doesn't apply to women. Oh my gosh. It's like that stupid coconut oil. Who remembers? Oh my God, I'm gonna get sweaty now. I'm all sweaty and worked up. Who remembers the friggin' coconut oil debacle from, was this a few years ago? Where like this thing came out, I was like, coconut oil's bad, it's so bad for you, blah, blah, blah. They did a study on like 7 dudes that already had like pre-existing conditions. Come on. Terrible. Now I know not everybody loves the science and all the things. I took all the science. I love all the science. It's been a lot of years in science classes. Love it. So I look at the research. I look at what it says. I look at the study groups. I look at the fact when they talk about, oh, these pre-workout drinks, they do this, this, and this. This is going to enhance your performance, this, and this. Pre-workouts and all those products for athletic performance and all those things are tested on Division I male college athletes between the ages of 18 and 22. So unless that's you, yeah, this is why it's a struggle. This is why women are lost. This is why we have such a hard time. This is why I educate on female physiology, how your system works and functions, and what things you can do to align with the shifting and changing bodies you have, shifting and changing chemistry. Work with that. It's not about a diet. How you take care of your different bodies throughout the month should change because it's a different body. I'm hoping, if you have not heard this before, a light bulb is going off and you're getting some new information here because it is really important and essential. And it makes a difference moving forward. And if you're like, I don't know about hormones or bodies, I have a YouTube channel called Dr. Beth Westie, a ton of info there. If you have questions, send them to me. If you want me to do a video on something that I haven't done one, send it to me, right? The information I release is based off of the questions women have. The programs that I created to help you align with your hormones and use your nutrition to work with your bodies is based off of female physiology. I didn't create a program and be like, oh, I want to do something kind of like this and then kind of like that. Or I like doing this, or I like eating like that, or whatever. I said, what is best for the female body? How does this work and function? Then let's align all of our foods and everything else and exercise recommendations and things for that, for this. And for those of you that are like, I don't know where my cycle is, I don't have a cycle, I'm on a pill, I've been through menopause, all that stuff, I have different resources for all of that because it matters. It's a different body you live in. Female Fat Solution, this is on Amazon, talks about how to eat for your hormones and your cycle. Female Menopause Solution, also on Amazon. Again, different body that you're living in, it's going to respond differently to stressors, to digestion, to carbs. You need more proteins. Those are some basic few things if this is you. Yes. Everyone should know this. Tell everyone. Tell everyone. But this is why we're frustrated. This is why we feel like we don't get anywhere. This is why it's so emotionally draining to do it again and again and again. And when we constantly look for the next diet, you don't need another diet, right? You just need to do what's right for you. You just need to figure out how to work with your system and stop fighting it. And again, those are things that we do when we work together. So again, link right there in the comments. Let me know if you guys have questions. Let me know if you need anything else. I also have a podcast called The Female Health Solution. Check out some of those episodes there. Subscribe to it. I got a request recently to do a more in-depth episode on women of color and things that women of color face in the health industry. So if you guys have more questions or anything you want to cover with that, again, let me know. I might have to make this podcast actually a two-parter because it's so much to cover. So yeah. All right. That's what I got for you guys tonight. Let me know your other questions. Otherwise, have a great rest of your night and I will see you later.